But the point is that, I mean, frustration is the negative word, but the point is you do feel incapable, or you do feel like, you want to do so many things and you can't do it, so you feel a little like hassled, and you're feeling restricted because you have so much on your mind to do. You want to be creatively out there, you want to interact, travel, have the bestest of experiences and stuff, and then you have to kind of take a back seat, and you have to kind of look at ways to unwind, sleeping at odd hours because of medication and stuff, waking up at odd hours, not able to exercise, not able to drive properly getting this neck shit happening to you off and on sometimes and stuff. So the point is this, that this is a reality, and the point is that people need to take care of themselves, and they need to look at the blessing in it and stuff. And I'm thinking of the concept FOMO, where you have a fear of missing out. And I've been sitting and evaluating and gauging, did I have FOMO? I mean, I get invitations to so many events and so many places and stuff, that I've actually now started becoming a little more thoughtful about it, and thinking about where is it that my energy wants to go and should go. And if you're going to spend your time only in events and stuff, you will not be able to do the core work and stuff like that. So that's where prioritizing, or that's where scheduling, and that's where time management comes into play. So the set of lines is just talking about, you see a problem is often not a problem. It may actually be an opportunity. And it may point out that there has to be some adjustment that you need to make in certain conditions, or improvements in your life. And if you have no challenges thrown at you and stuff, there would be no positive action. Okay, so let's put it this way, that if I didn't have a challenge of hell coming on to me, I would not look after myself more. I mean, I've been my biggest example of taking care of myself and stuff. And a lot of people have kind of given me names of being self-obsessed, of a narcissist, or whatever shit. But the point is this, that that's the way people have perceived me, also in college, or after college, or at work and stuff. But the point is, in healthier environments where people understand that self-care is so important, valuing yourself is more important, giving yourself time is important. And it's not a question of being married and having children. It's a question of even a single lady or a person like me has challenges coming to me. So when people come and tell me, it's easy for you because you're not married, you don't have a family, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't understand that life is also equally I won't say chaotic, but life is actually more life is happening for us as well. And the point is this, that when people tell me that I've got children, I've got a husband at home, and I've got this happening and that happening and stuff, what I try and tell them is that, why don't you prioritize your own self first? And the point is, place yourself first and stuff. And this is what women need to be taught. They need to be taught to assert themselves and say, what, this is what is important for me, and this is the way I would like it to be and stuff. And be flexible around it. And people need to not work against each other in environments and stuff like that. They need to work as a team together. So this is where I find that a lot of people I see them, even in the golf club, even at workspaces and stuff, or genuinely I see youngsters going out and stuff, and talking about marriage or whatever. The point is this, that the husband and wife are supposed to work as a team. As long as they're a team and they're supporting each other and everything, that then the real magic and the action happens. And the moment they start competing amongst themselves, the moment they have this negative thing happening amongst themselves and stuff, it's for sure going to become a like a toxic relationship. And I'm sure nobody would want to be in a relationship where you're proving points to each other, and there is unpleasantness, and there are games happening, and you're jealous of each other, or you're kind of not happy for each other and stuff. So that's the point. And the author is saying here that you have to kind of see, even in your own business, when collaborations fall apart, try and see the positive in it. If you're kind of slowing down, use that time to evaluate what collaborations are important for you, what relationships are important for you, what circles were you comfortable in. And because we are changing, and because we are growing at each stage of time, it's not important that the circle you liked before, you're going to like the circle now. And it's not important that the circle that you left behind is not going to happen to you again. But the point is, you have to keep going forward. And it does take courage, it does take work emotionally, mentally, and everything, to kind of call off your relationships or your friendships or associations where you've been associated for a long time and stuff. But that's life, that's life. That's the reality of life. You leave an organization, you join another organization. Everybody doesn't travel with you and stuff. So the point is, you got to have different circles where you are a part and parcel for often stuff. It's like not putting your eggs in one basket. And the more people say it's called being scattered, but I say no, it's not being scattered. It's about having different interests. It's about having different circles which are supporting you. It's like having having a community, having people to be around you and stuff. Even if you're not working, you have to have people around you. So everything is not about your work and stuff. There has to be a balance around it and stuff. So the author says that if you're absolutely convinced that a particular job and environment was perfect for you, and it doesn't happen to you or doesn't continue with you, are you going to be devastated? So it may take days or months for a new job to come along, but the point is, you have to realize that what may be coming for you may be far better than what has been happening to you so far. And if you got rejected at places and stuff, take it as a blessing, and you have to have your dreams in place. You have to have your goals in place and stuff. And of course, it's another example of living in a dream house. Say you have a dream to buy a house, or that house doesn't happen, so do you stop living that dream? What do? So stop being so tough on yourself, stop being so hard on yourself, stop being too far-sighted about life. People spend all their time looking at the future, planning EMIs and bills and investments and stuff like that. All of that is great, but the point is, are you living comfortably in the present? And the focus has to be comfortably in the present and stuff. And then you can look at 3 years or 4 years. So make short goals and then make longer goals, because what people do is they go long term, like 15 years back. You don't even know what's going to happen like 2 years later. So it's not a very good idea to be too far sighted. So it helps to kind of be a planner and stuff, and be flexible and open to changes happening. I mean, economy changes, everything changes. A job goes, everything goes. So being too stuck about, or being too possessive, or being too too fixated in a certain role also doesn't help. So that's what you have to do. You have to find the benefit, and you have to look at the positive and write down what is it that you lost, what is it that you gained. I mean, you have to see, have you grown as a person, have you learned, are you moving forward, are you having improvement in all spheres, is there a quality life that you have, or what is it? I mean, what, some people look so great uh, as personalities and stuff, but when you go and see how they live and stuff, it's a real sad scene. So life, quality of life is also important, and quality of life can only happen when you're in a quality circle. It doesn't happen sitting strategizing, planning games, or thinking about revenge, or thinking about jealousy, or thinking about all that. It's a waste of time, and it's called keeping the bitch sessions, or, so sorry to use the word, the doggy sessions on, where people are focused on other people's lives, that they forget focusing on their own. So focus on yourself, and you'll see that there is a blessing in it. Illness may mean maybe more good health happening to you when you're kind of bouncing back. It also could mean a tragedy. A tragedy. Strategy makes you go into a victory mode or something, or a triumph or something of that sort. So you have to keep counting your blessings as you go. And then people talk about pressure. So I was in the golf club, and somebody said, don't pressurize this, don't pressurize that. I feel this way, I pressurize here, I feel pressurized there. And this girl came up to me and she said, what, pressure may be a negative thing, but then diamond also kind of gets into the best form and shape when it's under pressure. So people don't have to take pressure in a negative manner. So the point is this, that stop thinking about terms like this, and be more focused on the action and putting in your energies and stuff. All these terminologies will only deplete you. So you have to wake up enthused, you have to feel excited, you have to keep a check on how you're feeling and stuff, and rather than focusing on your aches, pains, I'm feeling so bad. Okay, no, so let me show you. What, I've got this let me show you. So I've got this the leg thing here. So the point is, I'm not going to focus on this. I'm going to go walk. I'm going to take the next step of prevention and precaution. And if I've got something happening in my ears, or I've got something in my teeth, or I've got something in my back, I'm not going to sit around here and complain and crib, And I'd rather be away from complainers and stuff. The point is, when you're focused on work, when you're focused on stuff offline and in the real world, life is a bigger celebration. Yesterday, we were at the drum circle and I was off the social media thing and everything, and I was walking in CP. I had no time and energy to even think about people who don't even matter to me, And I know people follow me around, but the point is, I don't give a shit. I mean, yes, I say that dogs follow everywhere, so if it's a positive relationship and you're following me, it's good. But if I don't like you and I've said no to you and I'm not interested in knowing you, I would only say and use pardon my lingo, dogs follow every person around, and I say dogs also behave better. I mean, we've got better well behaved dogs and strays and stuff and everything, so get the point. So finding the benefit in a loss or a situation also means looking at opportunities and stuff. So people are so hard pressed and focused on the core issues and problems and stuff that they can't have any new thinking happening, and new thinking is not going to come sitting on a computer. New thinking is going to come when you do thought shares, when you talk to people. You get inspired from worldwide leaders, achievers who've done it, and they don't have to be your immediate management people, because sometimes you're in environments where you're not convinced with the senior management and stuff, so you have to look at other people and other domains as well. You can take inspiration from other leaders. And like I always remind people, and I normally say this, I'm still saying it, I remind people, and I think a lot of youth by the thought that you have to look at the top 10 or 15 global performers in the world, so they may be successful people everywhere, but the point is how brands were built, how countries are run, how industries have been built, how designer labels have been done, how retail is being run, how the government is being run. You need to follow top 10 people of that industry. So let's say there was a girl, she's in finance, she was asking me what do I follow, and she had 3-4 readers there, and of course one was a book by Simon, it was there, and there was a book by Ratan Tata, there was a book by Jason Fried, there was a book by Kamala Harris, and there was a book by Mr. R.K. Narayan Murthy and stuff, So I don't know. So she was asking me, what books do you recommend? And I said, take the top 10 of your own industry, And the journey of the author was one interesting book. I recommended her to read this magazine called INC, So the point is, it kills the idea that you have to only be focused on what is shown to you or what is thrown at you. And all these Shark Tank programs, India definitely, sorry, not happening, follow international ones, you'll be happier. So all these things about books and podcasts and stuff definitely helps you and stuff, and when you start following those, you will get new insights, you will get new outlooks and stuff. If you're part of new forums and stuff, your whole focus will shift from what is known to you. And the example is that India Korea meets happened, and I was there, and it was so much fun meeting up with Koreans, and I came back learning something. So you always learn when you're participating and stuff, and sometimes the best of answers can come from education and learning and knowledge, so never stop doing that. So love and luck and take care, have fun, have a blast, look at the positive and stop focusing on the negative, look at the solutions, look at the impact, look at the change, and look at desirable action and stuff. It's easy to focus on issues and challenges. Focus on what next to come out of that. Okay, so love and luck and take care. Have fun, have a blast. jkapani@gmail.com, juslinkapani.im@gmail.com, and juslinkapanioffice@gmail.com. Feel free to write in and connect with me and stuff. And thank you so much for your messages and stuff. And there was a question on therapy. Let me tell you this, therapy may help you to a certain point, but mindfulness will play a better role. And if somebody wants to have a chat with me, or they want to kind of negate this, and they want to talk about it, we can always have another chat. But believe me, mindfulness is one level up of therapy. So when you don't know about mindfulness and stuff, I would recommend you to follow some people who are in mindfulness. Maybe His Holy Dalai Lama and some other leaders and stuff. Buddhism is another school of thought, because what happens is therapy just teaches you certain ways of kind of dealing with concerns and issues and stuff like that. But mindfulness is actually neuroscience, okay? So it's a broader subject, so that's a different topic altogether. So, don't look down on any school of thoughts that you don't know. And knowledge and learning is always good. So mindfulness is also a part of treatments in hospitals and stuff. They also recommend it to people um, who are healing and stuff. It's recommended for relationship concerns and issues and stuff. And of course, mindfulness is also a part of the curriculum, education and culture, and United Nations and stuff like that. Bilateral also has mindfulness as a part of it and stuff. Lots of celebrities follow it. So with open minds and hearts, research about it, and whatever kind of rings a bell with you and you can relate with it, go for it. Okay, so love and luck and take care, have fun, use your time to even consider mindfulness and praying and stuff. Take care and have fun and have a blast. Cheers, bye bye.